Yo, 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 how's it going, guys? Milo here with another podcast. Where's Lang Long at? Oh, what's up, Lang?
Yo, what's the dilly, yo? What's good, everybody out there? And that's another story podcast land. How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, shit.
What up, Milo?
Oh my god, man. It's been a crazy 4 or 5 days, man. I had a lot of stress off me recently.
Right.
You know, and
Why is that?
oh man, I was dealing with some school stress, man. And I got caught up in something I didn't do. I just want to be as general as I can. I don't know if I'm ready to put that stuff out, the exact details of it out.
Ah, man, fuck, let that shit out, man. You know, got that part of this podcast, right?
Alright. Basically, this girl accused me of something I didn't do, right? And I only knew it for 2 weeks.
So the podcast is bitches.
The podcast is about bitches. Not women or girls, but bitches.
Bitches.
And like, we're not talking about bad bitches, we're talking about
bitches. Yeah, you females know
What
about them bitches we talk about when, you know what I'm saying? You be like, she's just being a bitch. You know what we're saying.
Like,
what we're talking about.
That's like I think that's one of the worst things a girl can call another girl, being a bitch. But this girl was, I don't know, but I hope she gets the help she deserves, but I hold no ill will against this person. But basically, she accused me of something I didn't do, right? You know, she accused me of sexual misconduct. Let's just be polite about it. And I never seen this girl naked, bro. And the crazy thing about it is, I think she only did this, she only accused me of this a week and a half later, 2 weeks later, of me saying I just want to be friends, right? So
You got what I need. But she said she wanted to be more than just friends. But she said she wanted to be more than just friends.
And I hold no ill will against this girl, but this girl cost me.
She wants some dick.
She can get it not for me. She can get it not for me. I never thought I would say that about a girl. I was like, man, yeah. I'm just so glad I don't want to fuck this girl.
See, and as a female, she probably was like, I didn't really expect, I never thought I'd hear a motherfucker tell me he don't want my pussy and shit.
Oh, no, man.
So then she screamed, what?
She screamed sexual misconduct. I just don't like using the other words about it. I'm just not... It's still traumatizing just talking about it, bro.
Keep that shit real, man. What's the other word?
The R word, bro.
What is it?
The rape, bro.
Rape.
Yeah.
Bitch! That's some motherfucking bullshit. You know what I mean?
Well, crazy thing is,
man.
To
put that stress and strain on my man's brain, you dig? You know what I'm saying? The rest of you females out there doing that bitch shit, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, domestic violence situations, because... You know what I'm saying? Your dude don't want you to do or don't want to do what you want him to do. You know what I mean? So you gonna call the cops on him. Bitch, stop that shit. You know what I mean? And hey, it's a two-way street too. You know, all you motherfucking dudes out there, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to control your woman or your female or your lady. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's a two-way street.
And you know what I'm saying? There's another bitch too out there we could talk about, but you know what I'm saying? Bitch, we ain't talking about you.
So, like, we're gonna add on to that, but, like, this girl, man, like, and I know I'm innocent, bro, so I only knew this girl for about 14 days. It's called day 1, it's me getting her number, and day 14 is me telling her I just want to be friends, right? She's accusing me on the night of day 4 of doing that, right? But on the night of day 5, she sends me a half-naked picture. And, like, crazy thing is like, I started seeing the signs. I'm like, okay, I can't date this girl, but I'll be her friend. Honest to God, bro, I was serious when I said that on day 14, I just wanted to be friends. You know, because on day 14, she called me to come over to see her, right? And that's like the fifth or fourth time that she asked me to hang out after day 4. And, like, thank God, because in school, the morning of day 14, we had class, right? and she deleted my text messages, bro, off my phone.
What?
Yeah, cause she was mad that.
Oh man, an insecure ass bitch.
And like she deleted the text messages off my phone, and I didn't want to take nothing out of her hand, bro, because we were in class, bro, and I've always been taught you never put your hands on a woman, even if they're wrong. Plus, I didn't. And another
A woman,
yeah,
but you smash the fuck out of a bitch.
yeah, and
Nah, I'm just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? That's in that other realm that I be speaking from when I talk like that. You know what I'm saying? What you lames and squares don't get a chance to take thereof.
mm-hmm. And like again, I just want to stress: I have no ill will or hate toward this girl. None. I feel sorry for her. I hope she gets the help she needs. But damn it, I don't like what she did to me. That's a horrible thing to accuse a man of.
Horrible.
And I just, you know,
treacherous, trifling.
You know, and I was just, you know, it's just crazy, man. Like, I also told her, like, hey, the reason why I want to be friends is just like, she texted me the night of day 14, like, why can't you come over? But before that text message, she called me, asking me to come over, and she told me she had another guy of hers just left, and like she was scared because she watched a scary movie and all that shit. And I told her,
damn.
I told her no. Why don't you just call the other guy? He just left, you know. Then she texted me, why can't you come over? And I thought, motherfucker. Let me just be honest with her in a very polite way, no name calling. It's like, hey, I just want to be friends. The way you've been treating me the past 2 weeks, I just can't be with you more than just a friend.
Yeah.
And she's just like, you gotta move somewhere else. You can't sit next to me. I don't feel comfortable around you. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just told me you wanted me to come over. You called.
Listen, man, check this out. You
no,
know
hold
what I mean?
on. Like, hold that thought. Remember that thought.
Okay.
And I called her out on it. It's like, well, you weren't comfortable. Remember, you asked me to come over the night before. She's like, well, I was drinking. That doesn't count. I'm like, what? Like, you know, obviously, like, you can't give consent. That's another reason why I didn't want to hang out with her, because I knew she was, just based on the phone call, she was intoxicated and I didn't feel comfortable. A girl who's drunk, bro, who's drinking or smoking a cigarette, it just kills the mood for me. I don't feel sexually attracted to someone. If I know they're drinking or they're smoking a cigarette, it just done. I can't.
And that goes for you fucking creeps out there, you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fucking dicks. You know what I'm saying? Just like we talking about a fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got fucking asshole dick motherfuckers out there too, who, you know what I'm saying, prey on bitches that have to have a drink. You know what I'm saying? Before they can get in between the sheets. Man, I don't want no bitch to be drunk, none of that. I want her to be clear in the head and in the mind. And also, you know what I'm saying, on the other topic that you know what you were just talking about. Hey man, when you know, a female is just like you know, or anybody else. Nobody likes to be rejected. You know what I'm saying? Which females reject the shit out of males 1,000 times a day. But you know what I'm saying? It's very rare that a male is rejecting a female. So you know what I'm saying? When that happens, man, it's a real big blow to the bitch's ego.
And the crazy thing is, man, I'm a supporter. I was, still am, and forever will be a supporter of the Me Too movement, right? Because I understand that being a woman is different than being a guy. Total different experience, and any guy who tells you otherwise, I ask that same person, well, would you want to be treated like the average woman is treated? And they know what I'm talking about. Like, for example, like, guys, we can walk at night toward our car in the middle of a parking lot and not think twice about it. But girls, bro, they understand the dangers, and I accept that, and I don't deny it for a second.
Well, you know what I'm saying? There's a double-edged sword on that one, you know what I'm saying? Being a black man walking to the car at nighttime too can be just as dangerous as a woman or a female walking to the car at night. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? Some bitches out there, you know what I mean?
Take advantage of that.
Love walking around. They probably do laps around that motherfucking car in the parking lot and shit before they jump in that motherfucker.
And like, that's the crazy thing. Like, I don't like.
But that's another story.
Well, that's another story. My man, shit. No, but like I said, I hold no ill will toward this girl, and like I didn't like what she did because, dude, she cost me like so much money and time. I couldn't focus on school. I got kicked out of nursing school because of my grades. And it's just and I appealed my decision to the dean, like, hey, this is what's going on. And she's like, well, when the case is over and the decision's made, you can come back based on the decision. So recently I found out the decision, like they found me not responsible. And I'm like, yeah, you couldn't find me not responsible. I didn't do this. And that's like, the crowd goes wild. And the crowd goes wild.
And I told this motherfucker when I met him, I heard the story, I listened to it, and you know what I'm saying, I felt him out. You know what I mean? Now, I'm a cool, well-rounded individual. You know what I'm saying? And I could just tell that this man was not guilty of that bullshit. You dig?
And it was just...
So I rolled with him, and I rocked it out with him to this day.
And he still is, man. Real
You
proud.
know what I mean? And I told him back then, I said, say, what did I tell you?
Don't worry about it.
What did I tell you?
Don't worry about it.
What did I tell you?
Don't worry about
And
it.
what's going on right now? What happened?
It went to my favor.
Exactly. But then what? But did it actually go to your favor? What actually happened in the wake of this catastrophe in your brain?
I was damn near suicidal. Fuck, man.
Not about that part. You know what I mean? I didn't know about that, but good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck off.
He didn't do that, folks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's
But the other part, you know what I mean?
I got kicked out of school because of my
The
grades.
school part. Golly, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean?
Dude, no
You
bullshit.
fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Why? Do what you did.
Because she said in the interview that her friend said to her, hey, don't report this. Because she told them the truth at first about what happened, that it was all like, you know, basically what I told the investigators, she told them, right?
Yeah.
You know, then like, she started changing her story. As soon as I said I wanted to be friends, she started changing her story. And those same people, I'll take a damn bullet for those girls, man. I don't want to name names, but those girls, y'all know who you are.
Big shout out to you females out there, you know what I'm saying, whose names we shall not speak.
Because, like, I'll take, no joke, man, I'll take a bullet for all 4 of these girls. Like, no bullshit, man. I'll take a damn bullet. Like, no, I owe my career, my life, my integrity, and my honor to these girls, man.
Yeah, that shit Joseph Yachtine will issue out to you, you know what I'm saying? He'll take one of them.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I don't think they want to meet Joseph Yachty.
No, he said he'll take a bullet. I said, well, one of them things Joseph Yachtine will issue out to you.
Because he shot him up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A bullet.
Well, shit, I'll take, if Joseph Yachty did that to those girls, I'll jump in the way. And I'll get up, take another bullet. Like, no joke. I am in the life debt.
Already.
Life debt. You know? And I got an average of 75 years ahead of me. So for 75 years, I'm in life debt to these girls. Even I'll grandfather their kids into it. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Well, as long as he didn't go out on no R. Kelly type shit.
No,
you dig,
bro,
you
come
know what
on,
I mean?
man. Stop.
Yeah, man, my man's raising his hands, you know what I'm saying? And victory around this motherfucker, you feel me?
And the crazy thing is, she deleted my text messages, but these same girls taught me how to recover my text messages. You know? Because if I didn't have those text messages to prove my point, bro, I think I would have been screwed. Because in those text messages, she sent me a half-minute, like 2 revealing photos of her, right? One the very next night, and I never asked for it. She just freaking sent it to me. So if I really raped you or assaulted you, would you freaking send me that the next fucking day? Fuck no.
Would you ladies, we want you to, you know, answer in the comments below, you know what I mean? What would you do if a motherfucker raped you the next night?
Would you send him a revealing photo? No. And would you...
We already know the answer to that.
Would you want to hang out with him multiple times, invite him over? And dude, get this crazy shit about this.
Oh yeah, and since we're on the topic though too, ladies, and hold that thought, Do you fantasize about being raped?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Dropping some comments on that one as well. You know what I mean? I'm just curious because I hear a lot of females talking about their fantasy about being raped by some guy.
That I don't want that girl.
and the fucking how he takes her in the alley and
what?
You know what I'm saying? Gets her pussy and shit.
You want the Brock Turner treatment?
Yeah, man. I hear they be having fantasies about that type of shit.
Shit, no, thank you, man. They can go down their own dark alley.
Somebody, like if you role play with a bitch, they'll be like, act like you're this and you're doing that.
But that's role playing.
That's what I'm saying. It's a fantasy and shit. So they're thinking about it in their head. They want you to play that shit out.
I don't know. Just record, guys. Record everything. If she don't want to record, don't fuck with it. That's my saying.
Man. Put the bitch, you know what I mean?
Put your condom on and put the recorder on. Next question.
Sign on the dotted line around this motherfucking shit. Here's a contract to rock with me, bitch.
And dude, and she's like, oh, I don't want her to see my face. Let her hold the phone, gentlemen. Let her hold the phone, and she can just put it in front of her, so you just see your ugly face, like you're getting stabbed, like as if you're getting stabbed. Like, ah, ah, ah. That's why guys, we look so ugly when we finish, bro. We look like we're getting pushed in the back. Like, ah, ah.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, what? Do you look majestic when you're coming, bro?
Getting pushed to the back.
Or getting shot in the back. Ah, ah, ah. Oh my God.
I don't know, man. I've been told that when I be busting nuts,
my God,
it's a thing of beauty. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. The females be telling. I mean, I've heard it more than once and shit.
You look so majestic when you're busting nuts.
The look on my face when Daddy's releasing his pace.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. The funny thing is, let's say you're having dinner with your father-in-law or your girl's father, and your girl says, "Hey, Daddy, can you pass the salt?" And you and her father reach for the salt at the same time.
Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, she be calling me Daddy too.
That's fucked up, bro. I don't know. The girl ever called me Daddy. I don't know. That'd be a big boner killer right there.
Man, it's a requirement for all my females,
Stop.
women, ladies, and bitches to call me Daddy.
Oh
shit.
my God.
Not your DADDY, but I'm your DADDI. You dig?
Daddy.
Yeah.
What about DHDI? Daddy.
Shoot, I don't know.
Oh God.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That could be a good one.
Shit. But like I said, like the crazy thing is, bro, her friends, and again, I have no ill will toward her friends, and I actually want to talk to her friends because I know that she told not only her friends who sat next to me and the girls who sat next to me as well, but she probably told half the school, bro, because I talked to another guy friend of mine. And I said, yo, man, I know you're talking to this girl. You need to, like stay away. I don't know if you heard about anything. She's like, yeah, you and her? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, dude, you need to stay away. She's like, no, man, I know what you did. How could you? I'm like, bro, calm down. I'm like, did you see the text messages? She's like, no, she didn't send me anything. She didn't show me anything. So I just told him, like, so she just told you her side and you believe her. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, bro, let me show you the fucking text messages. Went over there with a folder, bro, like a 2-inch folder, 1-inch folder with all my text messages, like in a table of contacts. It's like, yo, bro, here you go. She's like, what? No way. I'm like, yeah, bro. And she's like, well, dude, my roommate's also messing with her. I'm like, bro, you gotta get your roommate out here. I'm like, we all in the same, like, dude, you need to stay away from this girl. And I showed him the text messages too and everything. And because, bro, if someone accuses me of that, that's my honor and my integrity. So a false accusation like that takes away your dreams, your integrity, and your honor. Like that. It snapped me like a feather, bro. It snapped me like a fucking feather. Like it was nothing.
And that shit crazy.
And like I said, I was damn near suicidal. If I didn't have my friends, my dog.
You did have your friends.
You
made a new one in the wake of that shit.
And you know who your friends are.
And here he is right now, banging on your motherfucking eardrum.
Fuck yeah.
Soon your eyelids too.
I guess.
And your eyeballs, I mean.
So her friend sat next to me after I told her I wanted to be friends, and during this whole investigation. And we never talked about it. I never talked about it with them. So in my mind, bro, she told them. She probably told them, right? Assuming on the and let's say assuming on the off chance she didn't, but let's say she did. Okay, they probably just went off her word, whatever. And I get that you want to believe your friends, you know. But hell, I even showed my friends before I told them what was going on. So I had all my evidence ready, saved and I just it's like, yo man, I didn't do this, and I just sent them everything. It's like, I don't want you to think you're talking to a monster, and that leads me back to her friends. So for the whole time this was going on, they sat next to me, bro. I couldn't sit next to a person who I thought assaulted my friend, but they could apparently. So my reaction on both extremes of the following is: you either think I did it, and you're still next to me. How could you? How can you? That's the same answer I would give to the other opposite extreme is, you know I'm innocent and your friend is lying, yet you can still sit next to me. How can you? So how can you sit next to either a guilty man or an innocent man? How can you? I couldn't be around someone who I thought was going under investigations of that. But they could. And I want to ask them, like, how can you do that?
You know what, man? That's a great story that's another story, you know what I mean? Maybe we can get them females
And I want to talk to them. It's like, hey, I'm not a
on
monster.
the show and ask them their point of view of this shit, yo.
The crazier thing is, that's how bad it was for me, man. I was so caught up in this to get all my stuff ready for the investigation. I almost missed my hospital orientation for clinicals. And I came in there like 4 hours late. They said, you better give us a good reason why you weren't here. Don't tell us your phone didn't go off. So, and they didn't tell me the specific. I was so broken down at that point, and I was way more concerned about staying in nursing school than the opinion of what my professors thought of me. And I still do care what my professors thought, but the need to stay in school was way more important than the positive opinion of my professors, right?
Yeah.
So I told them, like, hey, I'm being accused of this. I started crying in front of them. And I want to talk to those professors too, and to tell them, like, hey, I don't want you to think you were talking and teaching a monster. You know?
For sure. Anybody would want that, man.
And I told my other two professors this, and they said, we're sorry this is going, and they were very politically correct about it, and I understand why. I'm not denying that. I get it. That we're sorry that you're going through it. Hopefully the investigation brings out the truth. Something along those lines. So they couldn't say they believe me, or they couldn't say they believe the other person. They just had to be neutral or whatever. And I said, because it's a weird thing to tell your female professor. It's like, hey, I'm being accused of sexual assault. You know, you don't want to tell any female that, you know, because then they're going to look at you as if you kind of did it. See, I'd rather be accused of murder than pedophilia, bro. Because let's say, you know, when you're found innocent of murder, they know you didn't do it. But if you're found innocent of pedophilia, they think, did he really do it or did he just get off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at this point. I'm like, do they think I'm innocent or do they think I just got off? And on my last day of my clinical...
Obviously, you're innocent.
Yeah, on my last day of my clinical, I had the binder, the same binder I showed my friends of all the text messages. Like, hey, I told this professor, I'm not going to name names. Again, shout out to this professor. You know who you are. She even said...
Big shout out, Professor!
And she even said that... she's like, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know.
You should be able to shout her name out, though.
No,
right?
no, I don't want to do that to her. No, I don't want to do that to her. And, because in this day and age, man, you gotta, for this topic, this day and age, you don't want to name names, you don't want to do anything that can hurt another person's career.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, but just playing it safe.
Yeah.
And,
That's quite rather noble of you there, lad.
Thank you. And, I told her, I was like, hey, I know it might have been really awkward thinking that you thought you talked to someone who was accused of sexual assault, and I just want to show you the evidence that I didn't do this. She's like, no, I believe you, blah, 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 and I'm sorry this happened to you. I don't remember if she said I believe you. She's like, no, I don't need to see it, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. So, whatever. But I think she honestly did say, I believe you, because, like, what kind of person would willing to show evidence to a professor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like she can go around and tell the investigator or whatnot, like, yo, you showed me this, and it's kind of self-evident that, you know what I mean. I could have harmed myself.
Yeah.
If I did, you know what I mean.
So that just screams, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent.
And
don't worry about it. That's the shit that I told you from the jump.
But what America do you live in, man? I'm grateful for this country, bro. But what America do you live in where the innocent don't get screwed over? I want to live in that America. What zip code is that? Like, I want to know that.
All I know, man, that shit was bullshit.
And dude, the crazy thing is,
you're here now. You're wonderful things. You gonna get your ass back into school. You know.
Yes.
What I mean? You know, carry out your dream.
No, but like the crazier thing is
of being a nurse/comedian.
Nurse/movie dope. I love that. That sounds like a great life. I would look forward to it every day of my life. But the crazy thing is, it's just like I care about what my professors think about me. I was raised by 2 older sisters. So I love them to death. You know, obviously sibling hate every now and then, but I love them no matter what. I take a bullet for those sisters. Like, I would take a bullet for my sisters always, and I transferred that same sentiment I have toward my sister to take a bullet for them toward these 4 girls.
You should call it a Joseph Yacht team. I take a Joseph Yacht team.
I take a JY for you. Yeah. No, but no joke. I'm gonna go back to my earlier point. Like me wanting to take a bullet for my sisters, I'll take a bullet for these 4 girls. Like, that's how much I'm in debt to these women, man. And I don't hate women, bro. I don't hate no women. I'm not that kind of person where, like, all women are bitches and hoes, whatever. No, I'm not like that at all. I acknowledge what happened to me was horrible, it was unfair. The metaphor I use is, let's say you're a law-abiding driver, you follow the speed limit, seatbelt, and you get hit by a fucking drunk driver. You get fucked up mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. And it wasn't your fault. That's what I like to use as the metaphor for this situation. I did nothing wrong, and this girl, being the quote-unquote drug driver, hit me.
That, man, so beautifully and eloquently put, man.
And and there's nothing you can do if you get hit by a drunk driver, you know?
Hell nah, man, that's awesome the way you put that down. Like, yo, that's the magic you get right here at That's Another Story podcast, you know, with Lang Long, you know what I mean?
And Milo. Oh, what's longest dragon?
Milo the Gigolo.
My long old dude.
There it goes again.
Oh fuck. No, but oh shit, man. Well, we talked about my, crazy story. Maybe we'll talk about Lang Long's story on, but that's another story.
Podcast next time, so y'all tune in, mother.
Fuckers.
And we appreciate you.
Y'all have a good day.
We out.